Okay, where were we? So I think the last time that you stopped, can't actually remember. Um, we were in the dungeons of the catacombs, looking for that guy who was under Luis's um command. He told to do something in the church, so we went in there, tried to save as many people as we could. And eventually we did find the guy, and he was um preparing something, getting a lot of magic to for one big finale or something. So we got him, we defeated him, and his whole shtick is like, I love, Count Luis because he doesn't see you for your race or whatever. He doesn't discriminate. So long as you're talented, he'll take you in, and that's why I love him. And it's like, okay, cool, cool, cool. And he looked at you, who are an Elda, or you know, without any specific features. And he was like, you of all people should understand, discrimination, racisms. Um, and anyway, so after we defeated him, he was like, fuck it. I couldn't complete the thing 100%, but I might as well do it now. And then he jumped off the building, and then we're like, whoa, what the hell? And it turns out he sacrificed himself to as a spell to bring back the human monster thing that was in the middle of the courtyard, the big thing, and he brought it back to life. It's like, okay, cool, 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 cool. We're like, well, we gotta do something about that. So we did. We did do something about that. It was kind of cute because, like, oh, okay, we should hit its limbs. Like, oh, now we should hit its back, etc., etc. Very cool. It was an egg. It sure was a thing. Anyway, uh, so we defeated it, and that's cool and everything. And then we actually got recognized for it, like the guards or the army who was struggling to keep it contained or whatever, crying. They saw us fight him, and they were like so thankful. It's like, thank you, we won't forget this. It's like, oh, that's so sweet, that's so cute. Um. Anyway, so now we're like, what what do we do now? It's like, how do we get to Louis? But it's like in Persona, after you finish a dungeon, then unless it's the deadline, then nothing will really happen. So, went back to town, the inn, and away the next 10 days, ranking up social links, doing your chores and stuff. Waiting for seemingly new information to come out for what we have to do about Luis. Um, and then another event was talked about, and they said that Count Ford in the church is going to make a statement on the deadline day. It's like, oh, okay, so we'll just wait for that instead and see what happens. So going about our day, uh, and then, man, this was kind of a while ago. Right. Um, so then the day comes, and then the church reveals that we're gonna have, a king candidacy contest. Uh, we're basically we're gonna have a little competition. To we're fuck. We're gonna have a competition. We're gonna do some, contests of strength, of skill, of wisdom, to see who is properly right for the king. We're gonna broadcast it to the whole nation. I don't know how we're gonna broadcast whatever. They only have like town crier stuff. We're gonna do it in these places, and everybody who wants to be a candidate, go put your names in the recruitment center, and we'll put you up and stuff, etc. And it's like, oh, shocking! Anybody can be king for real, for real. The church is mandating. You're putting a contest even. So we go over here. It's like, actually, what is all this? So it's as if, it was equal opportunity, just like the old king wanted, naman, right? Um, so, while they're still talking about it, suddenly Maria, Grias's daughter, goes missing. We had to find her. It's like, oh my god, Miss Fabienne is so sad. We have to find the baby girl. So we run around, and we find that she went to the church again. The mortgage is like, oh my god, what's she doing there? We finally found her, and she said that uh when she was lonely, she would wait for her dad here, and that's where he would pick her up. It's like, oh my god. And it's very touching. It's like, she doesn't want to be all alone anymore. It's like, no, you're not alone. You have us now. Which is very funny because the next scene they're like, okay, so what's our plan and everything about this? It's like, well, why don't we run for candidacy, and if we win, then we can succeed, the throne to the prince. And anyway, what was I saying? Oh right, we will go into candidacy, and if we win, we will succeed everything to the prince. Like, oh, that's so great. Okay, well, I guess we'll be leaving town then. We are leaving Maria alone again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, there was a whole scene, so we put in our names and stuff, and some people were like, you gotta be king? You? An Elda? Some kid? What is this? And whatever. And then eventually there's a whole anime cutscene where they introduce the contestants, not king, count priest Forden, the priest guy. And it's like, is he really gonna, join in this, like, contests and shit? But no, he basically has a champion to do his dirty work. It's like, okay, I see how it is. And it's just some bald guy. And then other candidates are shown. And then we were like, but hey, Count Luis didn't even come over here. What is this? Is this even legit? Where is he? And it's like, and the town crier was like, oh no, don't worry, it's okay, because this guy says he's fighting in the name of Count Luis, so Count Luis doesn't have to be here. He doesn't say, technically Count Luis didn't name him his champion, but he says, like, if he wins, he's gonna give it to Count Luis, so whatever, And then we show up, and it was like, bro, he doesn't even have a car to bring him across the desert to the next place. Let's say it's La Nocia, right? And they're like, hey, if you don't have a car by noon, then you're gonna be disqualified, okay? And Hulkenberg is like, oh my god, where is that guy? He promised he would come here. And then eventually, the guy comes with the big-ass van thing, crashing into the wall, crashing into the stage, but it's all good. And it turns out he was the kingdom's preeminent engineer on this stuff. He's just really kooky or whatever. So we got our car. It's like, okay, cool. It's like, let's all go. Yay. And we're like, oh my god, we're in a car. That's so cool. How did you even get this car? And then Hulkenberg explains that actually, she borrowed it because she knew that the kingdom asked they commissioned the guy to make a royal van for the prince. And he's like, so he was going about making it, but then the prince went missing, and then the prince was pronounced dead, and he was like, well, it's just here now. Well, fuck. So she was like, hey, it's just lying there. It's sayang not to use it, right? Can we borrow it? And he was like, wait, huh? What? And then she finds it and it's like, oh my god, it's magnificent. And he's like, yeah, it is, right? It's like, hang on, what is that? And turns out he had been modifying it. Basically, it was his, because like I said, the prince wasn't coming back anytime soon. So Hulkenberg got mad. It's like, you've been misusing the kingdom funds to make your own passion project? It's like, look, listen. Anyway, it's like, why are you so interested anyway? You wouldn't have come all here for nothing. It's like, hang on, this is so specific. You've been missing for 10 years looking for the prince, and now you suddenly come upstairs, you're asking for the car. For what? The candidacy? What are you? Gasp! The prince is alive! It's like, God damn it, why are you so smart? So yeah. Now they're all in on it. It's very funny. Yeah, so we got a car. And right, I totally forgot. But the first contest is basically we all go to La Nocia, and we have to hunt something, some incredible monster, as a show of strength. Like, oh, look at this chimera I hunted! Isn't it so amazing? I hunted it by myself, by the way. And that's what shows my strength. And we're like, okay, well, everybody's going there. What can we possibly like grab? What's your plan? And Stroll was like, don't worry, I have an idea. And then we went to the recruitment center, and we're looking at the bounties and stuff. So what must we get? And it's like, oh my god, that's it. And we find this somewhat desperate looking knight-looking guy, but not a knight, not from the kingdom, like from somewhere else. And apparently he put up a bounty for some guy, some criminal, and we're like, we're taking that one. And we're like, huh? Not a monster though. It's like, don't worry about it. I got a plan. And I was like, oh my god, you're actually gonna take it up? It's like, I'll please follow me. I've been waiting for someone to take this up for so long. We really need help catching this guy. It's like, okay, for real? It's like, okay, we'll see you at your town. It's like, okay, cool. So now that's where we're going. Well, everybody's going to La Nocia. We're going, let's see, let's say we're in Olda right now, so I guess we're going to Horizon. This means nothing to you. This has nothing to anybody but me who played online. Anyway, we're just going a little bit out of the way. It's not even going to La Nocia, just somewhere in the middle of nowhere on the way there, but still the middle of nowhere. So it's like we go in the middle of nowhere. And we find out that the reason they put up a bounty for this guy is because they think he's kidnapping all the children and people of their town. Nobody wants to go out because they're afraid they're gonna be kidnapped. What's going on? And it's like, why can't you catch him? It's like, no, we don't know. How's he doing this? We think he's hiding in the sandworm pit, behind town, and we can't go out there because it's the sandworm pit, It's like, oh fuck, that's fair. It is a big monster. And I'm thinking at this point, it's like, okay, so if we defeat the sandworm, does that count as a big monster that has been defeated? I don't know, whatever. And we're like, all right, we're gonna go, find this heistmate guy for you. And it's like, oh, before you go, here's my second in command, and here's I guess the mayor of the town, but it's actually a nun, technically, who runs the town, the Sanctus or something. I don't know. So we go see his noble lady, their leader, and she says like, "Oh my god, you're actually going to help us? Thank you so much." We don't have much, but I did sell off some of my belongings to be able to, pay you if you do manage to do this. It's like, oh, for real? That's so nice. Thank you so much. No, then they were saying, it's like, man, now we really have to do this because she sold off her belongings. She's a noble lady, and like, well, she may be noble, but it's still from the countryside. You're not that rich. So we're like, okay, we really gotta find this guy. And then we got a tip from second in command, who suspiciously doesn't really like us, and we're like, hey, why are you giving us this tip? It's like, oh, because it's like, why didn't you tell us, before? It's like, if I told you, then the boss would make me, your guide, and I don't want to go there. And it's like, okay, fair, whatever. And it tells us, okay, you have to go on this and that day, because that's when there's going to be a sandstorm, and that's when all the, sand monsters are kind of asleep, because even they don't want to get into that shit. And we're like, okay, fair. So we wait around town, gathering information still and whatever, and just hanging out. And eventually the day comes, and we're like, all right, it's our time. Let's go. And we go over there. It's like, okay, it's a sandstorm. Everything should be asleep. But then a monster comes out, and not just any monster with all the sandworm, but it's a human sandworm thing. I just realized we didn't do that. And we're like, fuck, I thought it was supposed to be sleep. We should defeat it. But before we could defeat it, it ate us up. Oh my god. And so we got eaten, and we were in its stomach. And there was an old person in there who was studying the flora and fauna there. And we were like, hey, do you know how the way to get out? Are we being digested? It's like, not yet, but if you go into those chambers, you'll be digested. So it's like, don't worry, just go through those walls, tap on this thing, and you should be able to go out. It's a worm after all. You know where that leads to. And it's like, oh, okay. Will you come with us? It's like, no, this is heaven for me. I've always wanted to study the flora and fauna and bugs and shit. There's this old man inside the sandworm, and we can't do anything. We're just there, and then we're like, all right, old man, you seem to be thriving in here. And so we leave. We go a couple of hallways through some sphincters, and eventually it's like, oh my god, I can see the light. All that acid, there was a timer in each corridor that was like 20 minutes. I thought I couldn't make it, but I can do it in 3 minutes. I should have gotten more treasure and defeated more enemies, honestly. Anyway. So we keep on going, and eventually it's like, we can see the light. It's like, and then suddenly there's a rumble. It's like, oh no, is that what I think it is? And it's like, we have to run! And then we ran out to the sphincter, and then I'm like, found. And we ran, but we still couldn't outrun the poop. And there was poop on them. And it's like, oh my god. But they finally made it where they ended up was the sandworm cave. It's like, alright, this is where that guy should be hiding. Oh, right, I forgot to say, but apparently they think it's that guy because he's a knight who ran away. So, a fallen knight. I forgot that's what it's called. Basically. So think that maybe in his desperation, he's, kidnapping people for whatever reason. So we're in a cave, and we do see a little hut. It's like, oh my god, he really is hanging out here. What the hell? So we're going over to the hut and stuff, but just as we're about to reach it, we hear the sandworm again. It's coming towards us, but we can't see because of the cave. It's so dark. Oh my god, we're gonna get killed. Ah! And then suddenly, shwing, 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 and stuff. We're saved by a mysterious figure. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? It's like, yes, is that the fallen knight? His name is Heisme, by the way. And he's like, what are you guys doing here? It's like, and we're like, are you Heisme? And it's like, who's asking? And then it's like, wait, are you here for the bounty? And we're like, yeah. And it's like, wow, I can't believe they wouldn't give all me after all these years. What the fuck? And he's like, well, I'll be leaving now. Bye. And, wait, did he leave? No. He fought us. He's a little bat, by the way, a white bat. It's very cute. So I fight him, and he's using, like, Kagebunshi no Jutsu. And Hulkenberg is like, oh my god, he's from the Shadow Corp. And it's like, of course he is. Of course he's a fucking ninja. And he's kicking our ass. But whenever he attacks Will, main character, Will is like, I feel like he's not giving it his all. Like, he attacks like in 1 digit. 9. Even though when he attacks the other characters, it's bigger. It's like, what the hell? You can't hurt baby boy? That's fair. Anyway, so we finally, battle of attrition, and he's like, I'm leaving. Bye. Whatever. I don't need this. So he's like, okay, what do we do now, guys? It's like, well, why would he save us in the first place, right? If he's a fallen knight. There's more to this story than just what we've been told. So we go to this hut, we look at the shit, and we find that, everything's covered in cloth for some reason. And we look at his stuff, and we find a little urn, and Hulkenberg is like, that urn's too small for a normal body. I think that's the urn for a child. It's like, oh my god. It's like, whose child is this? It's like, maybe Heisme's child. And then there's a letter in a child's scroll saying, it's like, I forgot what it said. What was it? like that. What is it? Like, Daddy, you're so cool. I hope you and Mommy are in love for a long, long time. And I was like, oh my god, that's the letter of a child of divorcee parents. And etc. Then they also know that it's like this hut is kind of too small to keep kidnapped children and people. And there was a lot of kidnapped people. So it's like, where would we hide them anyway? And it's like, yeah, something's not adding up. But how do we confront Heisme? He's like, what? How do we get him to talk to us so we can know the truth? He's like, It's like, wait, everything's covered in cloth. And he's like a rat person. That must mean that he's trying to block out sound because he has such big ears. It's like, yeah, let's make a lot of noise. Let's make a racket and annoy him so much that he comes out to stop us. And so they go to a little part of the cave with some pots and pans and start yelling and talk and yelling their own grievances with each other, which is very funny. It's cute. Until eventually, Heisme just drops from the ceiling, like, you guys shut up. If I'm dead, then nobody will protect you from the worm, What the hell? And so it was like, hey, we're asking the questions here, but you didn't actually kidnap all those people. And he's like, what are you talking about? Kidnapping? I just ran away from, my job. I'm not doing anything else but, waiting to die here. And I was like, bro, why are you waiting to die? Is it because your son died? And he's like, maybe so. And Cheddar is like, well, we believe you're a good guy, but we still need to prove it. Well, we need to, keep you in custody for a little while. I forgot here, honestly. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever, guys. You seem like a good law, and you understand, so you don't have to believe me, but you gotta find out the truth. It's like, we really do. And so we go over there and we go back to town, but we don't let Heisme out of the van yet. We just draw, the three of us go to the inn and sleep, and Heisme is being watched over by Stroll and the engineer near us. Just because like everybody's asleep, you don't really want to disturb them. Also because they think it's like, why would we be given bad intel? That's so suspicious. Why would they do this to us? Don't they want us to? Or so they already suspect the guard. Allah. But who can we suspect? Is it the guard captain, second command? Is it everybody? Oh my god, what's going on here? And so we all go to sleep, and in the morning we're like, all right, let's go call the guard captain. But then the guard captain is already like, there's been another kidnapping in the middle of the night. It's like, huh? There's been another kidnapping? But Heisme was in the car. It's like, wait, was he in the car? We have to go to the car. We go in and find him. It's like, where's everybody? Oh my god, Eurus, what happened to you? Where's Heisme? And it's like, he, and it's like, what's wrong? And it turned out, because Eurus was like drinking and stuff, it's like, he scared the shit. Eurus was like, he scared the shit out of me last night, so I just locked him up in the CR. And like, Heisme is a ninja, so he can get out of the CR pretty easily. And it's like, hey, why would you scare our engineer? Is that a bit mean? It's like, I didn't scare him on purpose. I said, well, before we were sleeping, I heard something outside, in the fog. And it was like, that's so creepy. Why would you say that? And then something Stroll comes in, and it's like, okay, I want to check out if, that was true. So I investigated the fog, and I found this, and it's a child's boot. And I was like, oh shit, it kidnapped them in the fog, and it wasn't Heisme. What was that? Because I've been in the car the whole time, It's like something's still kidnapping out there. A creature. Or something. So we're like, okay, something's definitely up. Anyway, so basically we go to the guard captain with Heisme and Tao, and the guard captain is like, hey, you caught him, that's great. It's like, yeah, it is great. except that we caught him last night already, and you know, there was a kidnapping last night, wasn't there? So could have possibly been this guy. And we're like, huh? What the hell? What the shit? It's like, actually, why did you think it was this guy in the first place? It's like, who told you that? It's like, oh, no problem. It's second command. He said he saw him one night kidnapping stuff. And it's like, huh? What? Oh, just you and stuff? Anyway, basically they sussed him out. And, anyway, they were confronting each other, and then suddenly Heismay was like, wait, did you hear that? And I was like, huh? Hear what? And it's like, gasp. You lot of worse than I thought. So they follows afoot. Then he just, got out of his restraints and then, shouldn't put out. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? Now everybody's scrambling, everybody's looking for him. What's gone into him? What's going on? We're looking everywhere and stuff. The guys, and so we go looking for him everywhere, and eventually we have to talk to the guard captain because, like, he's probably not in on this and stuff. And then we go out and we do find them. Guard captain. He calls us over. And turns out he and Heismay were talking, and we're saying that, something fouls afoot. The thing that Heismay heard was the sound of little, like, children in somewhere in the castle. And it's like, huh? Children in the castle? But didn't you say that the Sanctus, Miss Lady Joanna was, didn't have any family and was childless even? It's like, yeah, so what the sound of children in the castle doing? What the hell? It's like, those are possibly the kidnapped children. It's like, well, we don't know if she's in on it or is just a victim or stuff. So we're gonna, look into stuff. The guard captain wants to believe in Lady Joanna. Heismay says, like, I don't know what's going on, but there are definitely children in the castle. So Heismay's like, okay, there's a well that leads to underground castle shit. So just go down there. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go down there. And so we go down the well, and there is an underground cave, dungeon thing, sewage. And we find the second in command with a cart full of the, kidnapped children. And we're like, you bastard, what are you kidnapping children for? Are you selling them? Oh my god. And we confront him about it, and we're just, and that's when Heismay awakens his persona. Yeah, persona. And we give chase. And while giving chase, there was a part where we had to pause and talk it out a little bit upstairs. But I know if this were a manga, that scene would be skipped. So we'll just give chase right now. So we're giving chase, and suddenly all the lights go off. And in the tunnel next to us, the sewage system, you can see a big, huge shadow figure, with big eyes moving towards, with a baby sounds coming out of it, and then it moves away, and then the light comes back on, and it's like, what the fuck was that? What kind of Resident Evil Silent Hill shit is this? Speaking of Silent Hill, they're remaking it. They just announced the trailer. Silent Hill F. It's amazing. It's as if Konami is making games again. What is up with that? A remake of Silent Hill, the thing with the Japanese schoolgirls, I think. Anyway, great day for horror fans. Great day for horror fans. Anyway, so Resident Evil shit, and basically every time we kind of see the second command, he taunts us and stuff, and it's like, you're just gonna. Come on, just stay still and be food for my my pet, my monster here. And we're like, I don't think so. And then the shadow thing comes over, and we have to move past its gaze, like Metal Gear. It's like, wow, stealth in my JRPG? Why are we here? Is to suffer? Anyway, so we move past it, and eventually we find him at the end of dungeon with Lady Joanna, and we're about to confront him. It's like, you will tell us the truth, and Lady Joanna too. If she's kidnapped or not, we will hear it from her own lips. And then suddenly he pulls some cartoonish, you know, opens the floor under you, and you're like, it's like, are you kidding me? Even the fairy's like, why am I falling too? Anyway, when we wake up, we're all in cells and dungeon and stuff, but the fairy hid in your bag, so she was able to let you guys out. It's like, okay, cool. And we all make it back up there again, and when we opened the door, we were finally back in the castle, but it looks like a really fucked up room. A room with a lot of broken baby things, like toys and a crib, and there's a gigantic, ripped portrait of the Lady Joanna when she was pregnant. And then Hulkenberg and Stroll note that, kind of weird, but you never really see just the pregnant mother without the father or kids around, It's like, yeah, it's common, but it's like, this one's pretty uncommon. Also, why is it ripped to shreds? It's like, who did this? It's like, also, wasn't she childless? What's going on? Then Stroll finds a diary, apparently from the nursemaid, and said that, oh, so she had a lover, and it's so cute because Hulkenberg is so scandalous, like, gasp, she had an illicit affair. It's like, oh, well, it's not really an affair. It's more like it was illegal because he was from a different tribe. Basically, they were a different race. Doesn't say what race they are. I don't even know what race she is, honestly. Who can tell? But they were a different race, and apparently it's considered taboo by the church, or kind of illegal. And especially in the countryside, people are very superstitious about it. So, it wasn't seen as legal in the eyes of her family and stuff. But she was like, but no, I love him. And eventually they had a kid together. But unfortunately, the child of a mixed race couple is considered a ill omen. And apparently the nanny killed the child in his sleep. I was like, oh my god, a baby. I thought that the child died in childbirth or something, or just couldn't come to term. But no, he was killed in his sleep. And Lady Joanna's family, they didn't care. In fact, they were pretty happy about it, because now they wouldn't have to deal with a mixed race abomination and stuff. And, so her child was killed, and then they exiled her lover, who is probably dead, because outside of the town is just desert and sandworms, and you will not survive without, stuff. Anyway. So yeah. And then we find some other letters. One of them is from Lady Joanna herself, saying it's like, oh my god, after all these years, the gods have finally answered my prayers. Now I won't be alone anymore. I was like, what's going on? Anyway, so we leave the room, and eventually we find Lady Joanna and the second in command, and a big baby looking human with big teeth. Oh my god. And she's like, oh, you baby boy. He's like, are you hungry? Are you still hungry? It's like, she talks to the second friend. It's like, did you bring any food? Any more food? And he was like, about that. It's like, oh my god, you are so useless. First you couldn't kill those bounty hunters the first time, and now you can even get my baby food. Oh well. You would do. And he's like, huh? And he's like, "You baby, eat up!" And he makes the baby eat the second in command. It's like, oh my god, we were right there. We were looking at it. It's like, what the hell, lady? What the hell? And um, basically, they have a little confrontation, especially Heisme, who's like, "Look, I know you're like mad with grief. I've also lost my son, but this is kind of fucked up, lady." And she's like, "You know nothing." It's like, "Okay, baby, it's time to go. It's time for dinner. But I want you to play with your food first." It's like, "Oh, that's so cute, actually." Um, yeah. So, if you try to defeat the baby while still in the tunnel, it's really difficult. You can't do it. I guess you can. I guess they're challenging you to do it in New Game Plus, because Atlas did say it's like there's a lot of dungeons in this game, but you will not be finding all of them on the first run through. It's like that's fair. They understand what a JRPG truly is. It's New Game Plus 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 plus. Um. Anyway, so the baby is significantly easier than the shadow baby in the sewage. I don't know why it's like that. Uh. So. Oh right. Also, it's basically implied as like all those kidnapped people, they weren't being sold for money, like the commander thought that the second command was doing, because second commander was apparently a gambler and a lot of debt and stuff. So he thought that he was kidnapping people to sell them for money. No, they were being used to feed the baby. Oh. Anyways, so right, Lady Joanna's thinking was also because it was like, I'm not in the wrong. I haven't done anything that they haven't done to me. The world is sick and fucked up. And you know what? I'm just giving what I got. And it's like, yeah, fair lady, we stand. But we have to defeat her anyway. Because women can't have hobbies. So we defeat her, and there was this part that was like, baby's eyes are pretty creepy, right? Let's gouge them out. It's like, Jesus, seriously? Really? Because it has an attack piercing gaze. It's like, I guess. Anyway, gouged the baby's eyes out. And eventually we defeated the baby. And Lady Joanna was wailing. It's like, my baby, number 2. Anyway, then Heisme goes up to her. And it's like, no, girl, I get you. Actually, my son, the way he was killed is that in town, some other tribe, the dog tribe, made a commotion, a row, and there was a riot, and then my baby boy was just caught in the middle of it, and he was beaten until he was barely recognizable. This little baby boy. And no one would help him, even as he was dying in a pool of his own blood, because he was just a little, a rat, a bat, something. It's like, why should they care? And by the time I got to him, it had been hours. It was too late. Even as he clung to life, I was still too late. And I was so racked by grief that I ran far, far away, to die in that, cave, hoping to die in that cave. And now it's the story. It's like, oh my god, Heisme, yo, and stuff. And I kind of forgot. It's like, oh right. And then he says like, but now I have you guys, friends, and maybe it's like this isn't the life that my son would have wanted for me. He would want me to live a better life, to fight the injustices that have happened for this and stuff. It's like, okay. And then Lady Joanna was like, you're right. Oh my god, I'll turn myself in and stuff. Yeah. And she says that, you may not have a creature, but you can use, me as the monster instead for the contest. And I was like, huh? Is that really okay and stuff? And now we're caught up because, the deadline isn't reached. So it's like, can you give me some time to train my, successor so that when I leave, the town won't be in shambles. I mean, it's already in shambles, but it could be in more shambles. It's like, all right, fair. We'll have guard captain watch over you. And now here we are doing our chores. Yay! And now we're gonna talk to the Hat Man. Here he is, this bastard. In the demo, we saw him a lot. He was complaining about, it's like, where's my mom? He just said she would be here. I've been waiting hours now. Now it's raining. Ugh. And I thought it was so funny. But then I played this, you know, and then I never saw him at all. He didn't complain about his mom. And I was like, where's my Hat Man? And now the first time I see him, he's just being kind of shifty and scary. It's like, if I were a new player, this would be a totally, you know, different, you know, experience. I wouldn't think it's like, oh, what a funny little mama's boy. I was like, no, what a bastard with a big forehead. But I know the truth. He's a mama's boy with a big forehead. Let's talk to him. You actually managed to achieve the ring. That is impressive. I took you for talented, but you're more of a gem than I thought. A gem? Anyway, don't forget your end of the bargain. Of course, I've already looked into it. In fact, I could go get your dagger back right now. What do you say? Let's go. How would you get the dagger back? Alright, come with me. Wait, I'll put the audio back on. Stay hidden and let me do all the talking. Cumulonimbus.
Greetings.
You're Mr. Heliot, yes. I'm here on behalf of your father back in your hometown. You see, he's collapsed. It's that frightful illness that... What? You weren't aware? Well, this illness requires a very specific herb to treat, one native only to Virga Island. Now, if the travel expenses were taken care of... The man who stole the dagger seemed to completely believe Cuculus's clever story.
Well then.
Yes, just the dagger then. I'll make arrangements to procure the herb, then you can take it to him. I recovered your dagger, though he'd have given me the clothes off his back if I'd asked. Figured you'd not approve of that. It's a lie, by the way, about his father being sick. But his town so far away will be long gone before he finds out. Anyway, here. He has cute hair. Cuculus retrieved Grias' memento from the thief and returned it to me. Nice. That's a lot of money. It is so expensive. I have to buy weapons now. Can you believe this? Disgusting. Yeah, I'm actually buying weapons like a proper JRPG. Also, wow, just like in Persona, I'm leveling up my courage first. Usually it's, wait, no, intelligence and then courage just because there's a cute guy at the end of the courage thing that I want to date. And wisdom because there's a hot girl that I want to date. What's up with this? Whoa, 211 na!
But of course.
No need to thank me. The efforts you went to far exceed mine. You've no idea of this thing's importance to me. With this, everyone will finally be free. That's creepy. Free?
I appreciate it.
Oh, nothing. Anyway, truly, I thank you. And to show my thanks, please allow me to help you. I can see it already. You're the real deal. The one truly fated to be our next king. And I can see, too, that you'll need my winning strategies to do it. Gotta lie, cheat, and steal, let's go! Let me guess, your winning strategy is that smooth talking you demonstrated earlier? I don't think we need any con artist training, thank you. Come now, deception is more of an art than you know. I have something of a knack for it, you see. You're kind, honest, to a fault, really. And for an upstanding chap like you to become king, you'll need someone versed in darker, grayer areas. Someone like me. You mama's boy, who do you think you are?
Be that as it may.
Of course, my guidance doesn't come without strings. This is business. Ah, familiar. You'll give me information. Information about the places you visit, trends in the tournament, or the royal magic. I mean, if that's all you want, then... now we're talking. In that case, I need to let you in on one thing first.
The truth is...
My real name is Alonso. Anyone calling me Cuculus is one of my marks. Best if you forget that name altogether. Bruh.
What?
Huh? What's with this guy? We moved to a tavern where I told Alonso all that happened so far. Then, as we parted ways, he stole my dagger?
Remember those winning strategies I mentioned? Well, the first lesson starts now. I imagine you've led a rather rough life, considering the tribe you hail from. The world is full of unsavory sorts. That's why if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades. Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind.
What is he saying to me? He wants to get his ass kicked? Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Regard this not as the art of deception, but rather how to steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course.
He's not trustworthy, but he does seem clever. Maybe I could use Alonso's tactics in the battle for a throne.
A wise choice.
This fruit. I can sense no small amount of trust and anticipation from Alonso.
The devious schemer, Alonso. Within him dwells the virtue of the faker.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I assumed you were but a momentary distraction, but there's more to you than that.
That's a little jester.
Who wears the crown next matters little to me. But if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride.
Oh, his teeth. How creepy.
I'll be heading to Brylehaven after this. Let's meet again there.
Alright, mama's boy. Yay! Oh, what's that? Ma'am. Okay, so after this is like proper live stream. But sometimes I won't talk and I don't know. Anyway,
Vegeta.
enjoy. Sorry.
Vegeta.
Now what am I to do?
You? Now then.
Dang, I should have gotten to help first.
Now then.
Ah! Some sort of dog! This is what I want you to handle. I'm surprised she's letting us see the dog, even though last time she was like, do not speak of this. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return. There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes.
What?
Is it actually some vicious monster or something?
No.
No, it's as weak and pathetic as it looks. Harmless. Weak and pathetic. Dang. What? You're saying there are people who want to kill her dog? What the hell?
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you. Is the boss of the igniter shop. The magic shop. The one that sells the accessories so you can do magic. It's like, why hide it?
Why?
Why do you want me to keep it if you're forced to hide it? Why do you want to keep it? I could tell you it's because I like animals. It's up to you whether you choose to believe that. Anyways, follow the rules I gave you. Betray me and you can be sure I'll make you and your friends regret it. Did it?
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. It's a girl! We are taking care of the funny little dog. It seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Did you look into me?
Why?
Did you look into my background?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Heh, though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
you.
I'll be frank, Will. You're bad for business, but that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damn things, from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. Long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The stronger get ever stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? I can sense Brigida's faint expectations and trust towards me. Gasp!
Yet still they oppose me.
Reduce the mag cost of study merchant managed. Damn.
Farewell.
You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay. I haven't done anything, though.
Huh?
I've hardly done any work, though. You've exceeded expectations already. You made a dog like you. Something impossible for me. Huh? The dog doesn't like her?
See you.
Until next time, we'll be waiting. Or at least, the dog will.
Time
Wow.
marches on, and the age of a new,
New
king,
king
draws
draws
nearer.
near. One day until. So, how was it? South Browsers were opens. Our head we sought, but if we're truly to gain Louis' good graces, we should endeavor to stand out further from the other candidates. Maybe we saw a bunch of nobodies. Maybe we could remember the hail some of the people around town. Well, you know, we need to be top 20 now. A wise suggestion to mission. We've already peaked!
You peaked now?
Yeah, we can't get higher than 64. Looks like the rest has to be somewhere else.
Okay.
Basta!
Where's your what's it called, ranking systems?
Why?
There it is.
Okay. Wow, 64 ka na. 2 digits ka na.
You know, right?
Okay, where are you going?
But why?
I need to jack up my stuff. Imagination! Yes! Imagination, visionary. Wow. The things I'll do for the boyfriend.
Imagination.
Yes, I look at the world.
Why, that's...
Wish with which of false passions may be inflamed.
Well then.
Alright, story. Let's go.
Time marches on, and the age of a new,
New
king,
king
draws
draws
nearer.
nearer.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like
sucks they don't have
a few
TV.
candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted.
Bro.
We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have his eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Even Charmy was shook.
Right, everyone. Farewell said. Particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Let's see. Are they not useful?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. By the time I got some sleep.
Huh? Is it morning?
Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes.
Cute.
Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
With friends like these?
Now then.
Next is the Upper Principality of Oceania. La Nocia it is! Punch it south of Martira will make it in, oh, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days. Jesus! Oh, that's so far! What the hell?
Whoa!
Oh, so that's Port Wildhaven.
Oh, hey!
Prosperous commerce due in no small part to its oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition La Nocia. Limsa Lo Minsa. All people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest? I never. What do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next up, Port Wildhaven, capital of Oceania. Why did I put so much more effort into his voice line? Nearest.
By tragedy.
The pilot, the engineer.
Their destination, Port Brileshaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania.
I'm too transparent.
What will they accomplish? Acclaim? Or...
Attack us on the road! Let's go! Let's go!
What to pick?
Damn. We didn't get attacked on the road, that's so sad. I like that whenever you go to the pantry you find ingredients. Usually mushrooms and some herbs, implying that things are just growing in there. That is imagination. Come on, just when I finally got it. Nearest, talk to me. Where's this sand flash business next to salty sea breeze? I see I'll have to take some extra care with dry maintenance. Well, don't you look intrigued, but you needn't fret, lad. Just leave this one to me. This part's the most fun. I want to date. We should take a look at the bath, though.
Alright then. Let's go.
I wonder what it's for. It's to take a bath. Everybody can see you taking a bath in here.
Hey there!
Well, you can either enter it as is, or make it even better by putting something into the hot water first. Wages was missing. Might even get some there as well. Fleeting Fountain of Youth.
Fleeting Fountain.
Check bath salts. My agility will probably increase by 2. Okay. Oops.
That's a trick. Yes, I'll use it.
Yeah, you're just naked in front of all the monsters out there. It's a bath with Fleet Fountain of Youth in it. So as though I'd broken free to frolic through a flower-filled meadow.
I'm naked?
I guess. Are you sharing with the... No, that's not the fairy. Yeah. You got mag. How much? Whoa, 1,200. Nice. I'm back to Korea.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Your butt looks just like the mice. So round.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Nice, mate, you've erected a tent above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of...
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear UG4 capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. But can the angels fly?
That's a question?
Ishkia, right? Near us has. In 2 days, we'll be at Port Browhaven. Baby! I really use all this traveling, don't you think? Pride and persuasion. I don't know.
What's that?
Even if you make a flawless first impression, as the discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In these situations, issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses? How would you go about doing that? Stare them down, pretend to cry, scare them. Pretend to cry. Stare them down, I guess.
Look at that.
Stare them out or something?
Sure.
Maybe that would come as a shock to some people, but most would probably just assume you're glary?
Alright.
Oh no, only 3! Well, I really need that 1 extra. Getting someone's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but it's actually a lot to consider. Are you mad? It's not your time to sleep. It's like 9. Ooh.
Nira speaking.
What?
The city
Radar?
ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magma crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylhaven. However, the promise of strong magma drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Ghost town. Mining. Whoa, pretty.
This is...
It's truly a harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Ah, just like Final Fantasy.
What?
Crystals. Ruined town. The humans came and attacked. Something wrong, lad? Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant. Are you okay? Let's head back. Head back.
Well then,
Let's call it a day and head back.
Go on, gusto na pa eh.
I appreciate the concern, but really, I'll be fine because I was attacked by humans. I know what destroyed this village. I have no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if the magma crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually... Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
Alright.
How much points do you need?
I think it's, what's the word, incremental. So the first one is like 10, the next might need 20, and maybe the next is 30. But I've noticed in Persona 3, because I've been keeping count, that you think like, oh, you need an equal for all of them. No! Did you know that intelligence needs like 200? And courage only needs like 50? Maximum? You have to keep studying and studying and studying. I maxed out my courage and I thought, oh, it's because I prioritized my courage. But no, it's just easier to max out courage. Even if you go for wisdom in your first times, you won't max it out. You might as well have maxed out the lower ones first, because wisdom is gonna take so fucking long. They don't want you to date Mitsuru early.
Yeah.
What the hell? Anyway. Maybe luckily, because this isn't for dating, they make it, I think it's more equal. Yeah. My stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
let's put this place behind us. Wow, cute. Round.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless. The ruins.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Oh, ball. The day after tomorrow will be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Oh, I can't date you, I'm so sad.
My bad.
Apologies, I shouldn't speak so. It's just as Haisme says, I'm too pessimistic. It's a bad habit. Mwah. Haisme. Of course. He's very protagonist-coded, actually. Like, if you made him the main character, with the, it's like, I want to seek revenge for my etc, etc. Like, it's very protagonist. You know? Yeah.
Alright then.
The mind. Both the mind. Imagination. It should work. Once though.
Alright then.
Ah, it's you.
Up with Haisme.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Martyr, isn't it? Can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not far from Martyra. The air there agrees with my skin more than Grand Trad's.
Why?
Humid. There's a fairy that's also like, I really like this place. It's humid. I was like, what are you, a frog?
They like humid places?
Like, it's nice and quiet. Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. Ah, right. My apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Jeef. I'll not pry if you'd rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from that novel you carry. I did it? Wait, I wanted to know about your village, come on! Fine. I'm glad to have had such opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep you company in its stead.
He's so cute.
Ah, it's because...
He's nocturnal.
Oh my god! I just realized. It's like, why can't I find him in the daytime? It's like...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is he closer to Bat or closer to a glider?
Bat glider.
Quite.
Yeah. I guess a squirrel. Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brawlhaven by tomorrow. I thought
they didn't like the seawater.
I don't know, they've never seen seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us, at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage.
I see.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Eurus, do remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way. Why would he forget? We're having a good day. I mean, we're having a good time together.
That reminds me.
Well, I'm kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. What is the doyu koto? Okay. It's me. I look at messages. Creepy. Look, you can watch it move.
Fun. It looks like, you know, when bikers use the ramp.
I'm pretty sure it's just going in a really big circle in this map. Small map. But yeah. Really need courage. Talk to him. I've been...
Alright then.
It's so cute when it's round. Is the table just for Charmy?
No, for me earlier.
Hey! Hurry it up!
Why? What is that? I thought we were friends.
It's you! So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last
let's
time,
be friends,
but you're
or no?
about to get some payback.
I guess this is the only way we can meet her? Friendly rivalry?
Break, lady! Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well,
Cute.
I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen.
Look at her face, it's so cute.
My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got?
Seem to be dog people? The ones with ears like that.
I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Now's the time. Let's have a spot of inventor's ingenuity.
Oof.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Gunner! Yes!
Missed.
Missed? Seriously?
After me! No holding back!
Damn.
I'll blow you away!
That's nothing! Last chance to give up.
Let's work together!
Seriously?
No way. Flare!
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
What the hell?
Feel this one.
Is that all?
Oh, for sure.
Only a flesh wound.
Falkenberg's guard is down.
Let justice prevail. Not now. Join with me.
Coordination is key!
Be neither timid nor arrogant. Oh, power of kings!
In that I call upon royal power within! Tougher than I thought.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped. Going in for the kill.
Ooh.
This is a joke.
Is that all?
Falkenberg's guard is down.
Lend me your strength.
Damn, extreme physical fire damage. That's like
Viraga.
Maragi Agidon Agidin. Some strike damage.
We'll team up.
That was so funny. Oh damn.
No. Why? Oh, why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
I don't know.
Good.
Pride.
I feel stronger.
Nice. You get
I feel stronger already.
Excellent! I've grown more powerful.
To greater
classification
heights.
thing, the social link up to there.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. It won't run! Come on!
I've lost.
Because otherwise we can't meet her. If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. We beat you! We can ask you to join us! Damn! Don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Katharina, cheer up! Gasp. Hired man. I saw you runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Oh, Eudoricus. Who do you think I am exactly? Ah, pardon me. I know perfectly well that you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you. Just join us, girl! Damn! Are all these people migrating to find work? Even though it might kill them in the end? What options do pirates like them have? It might be dangerous, but you've got to break some eggs to make an omelette. Eudoricus, wait. Take this and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now. Some money. Good news, you lot! Katharina has made a generous donation! Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. Girl! It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time.
How's their work?
I don't know. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living, and the fat cats are all too happy when the parapists take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back.
That work?
Money's always the answer. I can't help but wonder if that would solve anything. Honestly, I've no idea. Even now, tons of people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know? I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them. Look at her eyes in the model. It's so scary.
That's why
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. They'll stay rotten as it is. Heh. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the Parapets are right where they want them, beneath everybody. I don't understand why the dogs have to be. I would think it would be the bats. You know, they're small and tiny.
Well, maybe the dogs can do a bit more than the bats.
They couldn't have the Parapets starting doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is. Let's change things. Not everyone's like that. Let's save them too. Let's change things. Let's change things ourselves. That's exactly what I plan on doing. And with anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either. Man, that was literally an invitation, girl! Much obliged, Will. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. I can feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me.
She... now... a new power.
I'm not letting anyone die.
Pugilist. Wow, just like Final Fantasy. Monk. The first starting is Pugilist, though.
Yeah. Like, you can expect monks to be kind of timid, but then they're always classed as the fighters because that's all they do.
Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Wow, pretty.
Oh, dash it.
Quite a relief. The nightmare of Martyra is finally behind us. The core problem might be resolved, but I imagine the trauma is going to linger in that town a while yet. Humans are terrifying. People are scarier. Yeah. You think so, eh? Intriguing is more the word I'd use. That sounds just like you, Neurus. Well, no more haunting, tragic atrocities on the immediate horizon at least, so hopefully it's all downhill from here. What?
Alright then.
Let's go.
Where's the boyfriend? This is Heisme. I knew that would be Heisme, but I checked anyway.
Let's go.
Boyfriend! They all offer the same thing, which is imagination. I shouldn't have put too much effort into imagination if there's gonna be so much on the ride over. What the hell?
Hey.
Hey, are you looking for something to do? Don't want you to keep you company. Of course! Of course I'm gonna keep you company!
That reminds me.
First Hulkenberg, now Heisme. Having more reliable comrades at your side never hurts, but it's too early to celebrate, considering it's Louis that we're up against. As much as I hate to say it, there's no denying that he's still the strongest mage out there. When you say mage, even though he looks like a tank, it's kind of shocking. He has powerful allies too. His curse was unstoppable. We can beat him. We're stronger than he is. Our power is certainly fearsome, but we shouldn't underestimate his either. Why did it suddenly... What was that? Remember that human corpse at the cathedral? They say he defeated it all by himself. Not to mention we have the royal magic to contend with. Put it bluntly, we don't stand a chance in a frontal assault.
Oi.
Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm only pointing out how difficult it would be for us as we are now. If we pooled our powers, we may be able to surpass him. Because you're stronger when you're together! Nothing is impossible. That's what I've come to believe since I met you. Since you awakened your first power. Oh, there's a green magic.
Alright.
Usually when you talk to them and you say something they like, there's a little tin-tin-tin, but I feel like the tin-tin-tin was from the main character. It's like, huh. Imagination. Is it that time already? Ah, it's not that late. What's that time? It's 9:41.
Real life?
Yes.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, that's how you sleep? Damn.
Hello, Mr. Captain.
It looks like shit.
Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Oh, just like you.
Haven. It's been a while.
You've been before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean.
This.
Yee.
The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was
Saudi
so
Arabian
different from our
Pokemon.
hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
Oh, really?
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
Lady Joanna with the baby.
We
Why?
resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Good, we brought her with the gauntlet. What do they have? Like carriages?
Yeah.
We just barely got here by ourselves. It's like, we'll make it in time. It's like, what makes you think they'll make it in time?
Yeah, because I remember, like, why she's not with you?
Yeah.
Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
Limsa Lominsa.
Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious
Even in the west.
Brilehaven
Amazing.
is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors.
Sailors!
From the natural wonders caused
And
by
pirates!
to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Warm, salty breeze. Oh, anime.
It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
I feel like we're the same way, but for different reasons. It's like, wow,
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Brilehaven.
they're on those.
Water. Whoa, looks so cool. Like Evangelion.
That's your ship?
No. Our ship is white.
The one on the left?
Sancta
I'm not sure.
You've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors? With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish.
The
But I
monk.
won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lord. Oh, he's wearing a jumper?
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
It's like, oh, it's just Count Louise and Count Forden.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Us.
You?
Yeah. Oh, they have a parking lot. Only 4? I thought the others would be there.
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a sky runner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with.
Yo.
If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics.
He just wants a plane?
Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing.
If you want to make a flyer, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yes, he just said so. He's like, it's like, oh, that's just magic. I want to do it with, you know, real engineering, with science. It's like, oh, all right, man. That's why he hasn't made one. That's why ours doesn't fly, because he wants it to be genuine, the real article.
You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
Oh, the Ishkia's wings are, what, pretty long?
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
The art is like that, but I kind of have a feeling that he's going to be, like, cute in a way, that kind of tsundere. Though I haven't seen much art of him, so maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just following this guy. Never mind, seeing his cougar outfit, he's not gonna last long.
He's mid-boss. He's
Yeah.
mid-boss attire.
Yeah, but even mid-bosses are kind of endearing in their own way, and but with that attire, it's like, there's no way they're gonna reuse him. It's not cute.
I feel like they use his outfit so much.
No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. It's not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad?
Do you have at least the head of...
Will be quite a sight.
I don't know. They said they were talking, and I didn't understand. I was like, you know what? Bahala na. Bahala na si Lord, for real. What? There's this word they say, it's like, close Sheree, close Sheree. Yeah. It's like, in God's name, like, close Sheree. There's this person I follow on Twitter. They were like, oh, I'm gonna go to Japan to meet my friends and go to this event, but seeing the amount of money it's going to take from my, account, it's like, I'm like, close Sheree, close Sheree. No, the person I follow on Twitter. They were like, close Sheree, close Sheree. It's like, ching.
Come, Hector.
I thought it was 2 dogs. I guess it was just 1.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Where did you put your gauntlet runner right now, then? Technically, it's
They're
parked.
probably, you know, in the no. What's it called? You can hang here, but no parking zone.
To present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
How would they have gotten there? Do they have their own land runner? God damn!
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
Yep.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure near us, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
Well, found their beds.
It's
Cabin.
just a little hole in the wall where it's only a bed you have to squeeze in.
It's just kind of like a capsule.
Yeah, it's a capsule.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
This is a joy!
Damn, why do I have a save file from level 1 still? Jeez.
I think it's time to get rid of it.
Yeah. So technically I never really load, so I only really need one, two of them, but, you know, you're always afraid.
Of course, we have memories of the PS2 era.
Do as you will, sir, but please conduct with some propriety. You have some residents sweeping in here claiming to be candidates attending the opposition. And then there's Luis. Ugh, can we all give it a rest? Why do I have to sit here wondering if all the extra guards will be enough? I keep saying that. Hey, you!
Hey.
Hail, young Elden candidate. I've been waiting to meet you. You're that town crier, aren't you? Name's Bathlin. Bathlin. Let's say we saw each other. It was just before your scrap with Godot's runner, I believe. What a scene that was. Figured hitching a ride with Godot would be safe, but then you and Glodell both showed up. Anyway, I've kept busy with my candidate interviews since then. Forden most recently. He's who I rode here with. Oh, so he's hitching rides. Cool. Look, I know it's me saying this, but be careful out there. A crown theocracy will do whatever it takes to win, you know? They're reckless with their runners too. Usually you'd stop and camp during nights, but not them. We just kept running, holy shit. No way, they don't rest at all? Yep. An easy trick when you've got God's grace, plus loads of money and people, which the Santafex surely has.
They're shifting.
Ah, right, because nothing is allowed to hurt the candidates because of the king's magic, so technically they can do that. The head he's brought is quite something too. If you want to outshine him, you'll need quite the plan. But I can tell, you've got something up your sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold, my young Elden friend. Make this a show to remember, eh?
Does it really have to be
birds!
Huh? Does it really have to be a human?
Yeah. Probably the size of his son, my god! Welcome, let me just say I don't sell much here. All I can offer is medicinal herbs. Sure. Right now you have 10. I am going to buy it. You are so cute. Thanks. Hey, isn't it a little strange this shop only sells one item?
No.
It seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. Sell anything else? Sounds fishy, doesn't it? If you ain't buying, don't go complaining. Yeah, the secret is that this is so cute! Oh my god!
Yes, I can use color.
Yeah, yeah!
Oh, God.
Mars from the west side. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, God.
They're just talking about the exhibition. Somebody died here.
Hang on a minute, you. Humidity I have.
Hey, aren't you one of Louise's underlings? You got business here? What's it matter? I'm just minding my own business, not bothering a soul. That's not a crime, is it? And you have business in a back alley like this? What's the matter? Your boss afraid to be seen by His Eminence Forden? Watch your mouth, or do you want encore of what happened at the Grand Cathedral? Looks like the soldiers did not like... Ooh. Luis's personal army. Like my uniform? It sure beats the armies. Basically they have maritime corps.
Let's not.
Oh, isn't this the...
What?
There's a lot of people sitting here. A lot of the dog people.
The park?
Yeah. I don't think it's the same one, but maybe they're looking for work here.
They kind of like the stage.
Oh wait, that's Heisme.
Yeah? Hey, mister!
Why did this happen?
Whoa. Bloody hell, the king's own face, all the way out here in Browhaven. Did he take his whole bloody palace with him then? It's balmy. Whoa,
Oh.
did it fly over here? Or is it because most of the candidates are here? What the hell? Creepy. Whoa, that guy... Yep, he has a design. He's got a portrait. Rudolph. In the chaos of the tournament, people who don't belong are congregating throughout the city, like that wretched elder child. What a ridiculous gathering of lesser tribes. It is because these vulgar groups are allowed to flourish that the country is in such disarray. Rusant soldier is, as you say, sir. A country ruled by Rusant is what we need. Elves. Hello, I am right here. Oh, he has a cute ponytail.
Who said it so you can hear?
I don't know. Oh. Apoplectic local. Oh, for the love of not in my front bloody step. You can't just go sleep in front of someone's house. Piss off. Ugh, ugh. Can't reason with these lunatics. What the hell made you bastards like this? Ugh, I thought Brelhaven would have a nicer town than this, but it's nothing but corpses and whatever the hell these bastards are. Can't take this.
Who's a drunkard?
No. You've seen it in the big city too, but there's just people with that black thing over their head. And they're just lying about, or like that one guy said, they tried to move him, but at night he comes back. You know, every night. And they're not dead, but they might as well be. They kind of look like zombies. Their eyes are white, like that. They're not dead.
There's no lore yet?
No. It's just funny because you'd think, usually in like RPGs, there would be some chatter about it, but you kind of have to go out of your way to find these people. So I'm curious if that's going to be a bigger thing. I hope it is. It's so... this one is, like, one of those sick people, but if you find these little alleyways, there's a bunch of dead people and dead animals too. Like here, it's a dead pigeon, and dead rat, and some trash. Which is like, okay, if I saw a dead body and some trash, fine, but the dead animals is kind of concerning, I feel. Like, why? Or it's not, I don't think they were used for food.
My money's on Santa Vex Ford.
It's so intriguing. Mustari candidate. Whoa! Wow. It looks, isn't that a rook? The head?
We haven't much time.
Where you the island's people must change. And to change them, I must first change the country. That's, No one will heed the words of a pagan like me. Wow, that's cool. Wow.
Need a
ride? Where you want to go? I'll take you to Farbank. Merchants Bazaar, Anglers Inn Square, Inn District, Arena Front Dwarf. Anglers Inn. Hop on. King's face. Holy shit. You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized it was slowly moving, but its coming to Brighthaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came. I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the coronation room. Well, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future. Yeah, like the creepy face in the sky. Anyway, we'd better get to finding an inn we can stay at. Wait, so does that... Oh, I can't travel yet. Does that mean if we go back to the capital city that the face won't be there?
Ridiculous. Can you?
I promise I will help anyone who is in trouble. Out of money? Don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work. Of course, don't worry. I'm well versed in Barlhaven's economic affairs. He's definitely shady. Wow, scary. What the hell? Hang on, isn't that the principal from Persona 5?
Huh?
Except the principal had no hair. I feel like they reused his model?
No idea. I've never even seen the principal.
Wait, I'll show you then. Here. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. His model is thicker. My bad. Now he looks younger.
Alright then.
Damn, I'm not allowed in.
Hey, you.
All this then? Looking for a place to guess, you say? Well, there's been a murderer prowling around lately. Murder! And the only scum I can imagine doing something as horrible as that are Parapus or Elda. Ooh. Let's both hope that a guest is all you are. Boyfriend! Inn turns away all who are not of the nobility. It's infuriating. Please don't take this the wrong way, but do I no longer look the part? How far have I fallen? Girl.
Why?
He says he doesn't look like nobility anymore. It's because they're turning him away. It's like, what? Oh, I look like nobility. Milo? Oh.
What is it you require?
Oh. You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters. Are you? No. And who are you again? Oh, that's mean. Oh, the flower is the igniter. How interesting.
I'm so proud.
I want to touch. Oh, but it's round. Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me. Oh, I am shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time. That's so real.
Quite positive thinking.
I know, right? It's like a lot of people who, like, you know, my only regret about Baldur's Gate 3 is that I wish to experience it for the first time again. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Beauty is all, is my creed. And more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? So true, bestie. And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. I can't even look at it. It doesn't even have a... Oh, the look at that. You're the one who gave that speech in Martyria. Guess we were both able to make it here safely to Barlhaven. We plan to stay at this inn. Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everywhere was full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too. Oh, look at her eyes, it's crying!
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martyria. It had a more powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use? It's a secret, I don't really know. Who are you again? I don't really know.
What?
What a shame, you got inside without even knowing how it worked? Your group must have quite a talented engineer. You know, right? I'm a competitor too, and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. Baby girl. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Tell me about your gauntlet runner. Huh.
That's cute. You could introduce her.
Oh! This guy! Was he important?
Hey.
Look who's here! You're that elder fellow from Martyria, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the come one, come all inn. Some joke, eh? That's going to be an issue. Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or an Elda stay in there? Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Louis, naturally. Probably brought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew. You think so? Guess we'd better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other option go, there's a spider's den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking new chief standing out front, smiling all creepy like, puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle, damn. I doubt we'd get much sleep in the tavern. I sure wouldn't, anyway. Not that this spider's den sounds much better. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out? Needs rest. Yeah. Moore is so cute! He's on a bench! I want to sit on a bench too! I want to sit beside him. No, I want to save.
Now, where was I?
Alright, okay.
Would you look at this?
That's the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me should you want to study it. I do. I do want to kitty. Kitty, I pet Charmy also. Petting him is soothing in and of itself. It is not soothing to pet Charmy. She gets so angry. Faker. But possesses many skill that lower opponent's stats and can also perform powerful actions with throwing knives. Cool. I forgot I got that. Oh, it's a little Joker. Oh, jeez. This is a debuff type. It's so funny they changed the names of, you know, Zio, Agi, you know, Bufu and stuff like that. But for the debuff stuff, they were like, fuck it, just keep it the same. Why? Are they going all in or not? They're like, we're not Persona. And they're like, Persona.
It is their little toy.
Final Fantasy is, I think, the plainest of all of the JRPGs. It's just Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3. And they're like, oh my god, can I add this to our game? Fire 4? I'm joking. But in Japanese it is different. I think Yoshi P was the... In English it's like, oh my god, Fire 4. But Yoshi P had the lauded, you know, honor of naming what would the next fire be, and he was like, oh shit. I was like, really? It's gotta be me?
What was the answer?
I forgot. It was on Black Mage and I don't play that class. I'm sorry. Debuff on enemy. I should. Roll is 36. 26. 20. 25. What? How much is that? 26. Could be Stroll then.
Cat feathers, cat feathers.
Are you kidding me? Fine.
Fascinating. This right here.
He tried to take it and run, Caitlin.
Right?
He tried to take my yarn and run, this rascal.
Wait.
Let's rest.
What now?
Oh, They're funny little forms. 24, 27, 22, 16. Ah, cute! Oh, she doesn't have any. It'd be straw.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm giving him another persona.
A new ability.
He... Let's
He
make...
became a swordsmaster, became a brawler.
Brawler. He's already a swordmaster. I feel like kind of weird. I don't know what personas to give her. Like, she's a tank, but I'm not really a player who prioritizes tanking and stuff, so I feel like it's very Sayang. I want her to be more offensive, but what could she be that's more offensive? I'd put her in Faker? Sayang the strength. Healer? I always make the main character the magic dealer because they have more MP, I feel. I don't know why. But... Gunner, so good. Merchant is surprisingly good. Pugilist. Oh, she's already got Brawler, so I might as well get Pugilist for her.
Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see.
I see.
Get Faker, I don't care, whatever.
This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have to look at this. I wasn't walking, just watching.
What? What happened?
I was watching instead, so it's like, oh.
What are you even watching?
Hold on, this is my brain was nowhere. It's like,
You don't say.
You've studied quite a number of archetypes. You may be the most adept research partner I've had.
Incredible.
Yes!
Did Nathan play?
No, I'm just studying it. Oh, you're right. Wow, 4. Suddenly I have big imagination. Whoa. Thank you.
Did I?
Just now. No, impossible. Are you alright? What's wrong?
What happened?
Not quite.
Nothing. I just recalled some memories that are slightly unpleasant.
What?
Unpleasant memories? A memory of long ago. My time with a trusty comrade and his eventual betrayal. Though I cannot even recall his face. Is it not the king?
It appears that...
I had deep trust in him, and so the wounds on my heart were equally so. It seems I never had an eye for people.
Aye?
But you do.
It'll be fine.
But you do, don't you? Indeed. Should I deny my better judgment now, it would cast doubt on you as well, and that is the last thing I want.
Oh.
He's been hurt before. He had an axe. I'm sorry. I find myself thinking in circles so often here, and kernels of doubt so easily grow to overshadow my mind entirely. For example, I believed I was conducting this research of my own volition, but is that the truth? Lately, I felt that my research may actually be by another's will, that I only labored under their guidance. Oh, he has a new face sprite. Interesting. I was so happy to imagine my memories restored, but now I wonder if some things are best left forgotten. Where's this coming from? Don't give in. I won't betray you.
Where's this coming from?
I know, right? Don't give in! Hang in there! I want to know more! Where's this coming from? You know what? I won't betray you.
Just trust me.
I won't ever betray you.
I thank you.
I believe you. No matter who I may be in the end, I would never want to betray you. My apologies. I didn't mean to let any bitterness slip out. Perhaps because I am so unused to it these days, but I do so struggle with conversation. And yet you keep on talking. You truly are too kind to me. Thank you for being
Sorry, you
here.
can't say
It means
that.
more than I can
You
say.
just described the Charmaine.
Alright, alright. I can sense more gratitude, trust, and dependence on me. Yeah!
Often I find your words.
Increases skill inherent slots for Seeker Lineage 2-3. Come on, Seeker! I don't even use Seeker! But fine.
Well then.
Mental wariness aside, we have further work to do. Your next task is to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the commander, the general. Fuck.
Why?
I'm sure this will prove to be a fine source of power, as well as further increase your royal virtues. Worth the trouble, I'd say.
This one's important.
I should raise the general archetype to rank 15. This can be completed by anyone. The problem is that general is what you get after commander, and since we got commander after being friends with the not knight commander, but you know, Martyr Brandon, the Scottish guy, so I have to basically have to raise my social link with him. So I have to prioritize. I have to write the rest down. Damn. Translucents. Fine. The Scottish guy. The guy in green. The one who was like, thanks for helping out. I would be happy if you could visit me again. You're all I believe in.
You mean the one at down with the baby?
Yeah. Wait, I'll show you. I have his picture.
Do make yourself at home.
Follow. This one. Oh, this guy. Ability details. Commander. Oh, I have to be rank 3.
That with the rope?
No, the drunkard.
Yeah?
The one where like I'm going to put a bar on every corner of the street.
The one where, why do I have to go there when they killed the tavern is
Yeah.
the castle?
The tool of the state arrives.
It's called Brile Heaven, right? When from this distance, it's kind of messy. So I read it as Fear Heaven. It's like, really.
Oh, this guy, Roger. It's just a hunch of mine, but wasn't a noble behind all those abductions? That's exactly the kind of thing those rich bastards would do for fun. What makes you think that? It's not that simple.
Well.
So I'm right, you mean? I knew it. These nobles love nothing more than to fatten themselves on other people's coin. Did you listen to my speech? We don't need taxes, laws, or gods, only freedom. In essence, those are my moves. Blah, blah, blah. You don't even have a sprite, so you're not important.
In other words, it's the same as them. Noble. Like, money's the most important thing. You're the same as
Oh,
noble.
what is this? Oh, spiders then. Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I have a spare room available. I would refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Real. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Freaky.
This place seems really shady. Well, we might as well look at the room. Wait, somebody that both from the world capital was. Said all my money to check rich by getting big, and now it's all gone. Damn, what? The boat? Alright, spiders then. Let's take a look.
Well,
Oh, they're all here.
Should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Dang.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Girl, a lot of things are bigger than the size of your head. Oh, why is this big?
Pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
His little tent.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Why couldn't we have brought the baby, honestly?
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part.
Oh.
I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
His eyes look so cute in this sprite. Oh my god.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Ooh, cutscene.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other.
He's so funny.
When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
The title, the soprano-voiced woman. It's like, damn. That's a very specific voice actress.
About what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance.
Oh,
A
okay.
beautiful face cannot win wars.
Arguably, I would say this guy has a prettier face. He has eyeshadow.
Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head.
He's basically like Luis, except an elf.
Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open.
He is so bloodthirsty.
Those who thought to tilt the world
Katharina.
with heavy coffers will be ahead
Yeah.
lighter. We'll split
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Fawn.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you?
Yeah, honestly.
Goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Huh? Does he not work for Luis?
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there? He's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Oh god, I didn't save.
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Hey, is that really loud? Isn't that an aquarium? Hey, did you ask? Ah! Ah! I caught some weird, creepy creature. Really? Oh.
Really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious.
Her yummy sprite is so cute.
The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Don't be picky. It's a delicacy. At least we'll die together. Why do they keep saying that?
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through.
Oh god.
Ugh. It's rather
Oh, yeah.
slimy for my liking.
Like okra.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
It's raw?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Come sit down with us.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
Had to do something? How'd you hear about it? We're trying to eat here. No, us. How'd you hear about it?
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things.
Fair.
So, do you have a head ready?
Don't worry, just like our gauntlet runner, it'll come at the last second.
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
He's like, save me.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
Have some fish. Come back.
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
He's valid, is what he is.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Yeah, well, we're in the background.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on.
Oh, I think these are his co-workers.
Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Warren and Barton should reach the city by morning. I imagine that we'll aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Yours ought to be out there to greet them. If the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner.
Oh, I'm feeling less.
Yeesh.
The other candidate's speeches seem practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Luis or Forden? Rhylehaven is possibly rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed. 'Twas so delicious I wished to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing?
My apologies.
I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Sure. For defense, you understand. Just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against... Apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is as warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets.
So he's willing to suffer the heat.
He's going to be a little corpse. Anything to protect myself from bugs. Are you okay? Wow. I'm kinda hungry. If I'm done for the day, should I retire for the night? Let's rest.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barton aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. Tis a precarious position.
Oh. Stay calm. They'll come.
No. They'll come.
But you gotta have faith.
What?
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
You are?
I think so.
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a Sanctress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins.
Oh, about Lady Joanna.
It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart.
It's like when you saw them, he got freaked out by all the horrors in the cave. Now it's like,
I'm so sad. Like, she's such a wonderful lady.
Betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming.
You're just in the CR.
As we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
She's going to confess to her sins of kidnapping all her village's people to feed her monster baby.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything.
Are you okay?
I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
It's the morning.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
At a later date when the second round is announced. So not right after this. Later. Huh.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with his and her highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh,
isn't that...
It's a ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the...
Is that okay to have judges from the Sanctus Church? Hey, it's that cute lady.
Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
So cute.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot.
So cute!
Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
I love her.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
I love her. She's so cute.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister.
What?
Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
Yay!
First up is a respected gentleman of the
Oh my god, it's a fish.
Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Fish. It's just one of those
things.
Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible.
Glue that you put on your mouse or your keyboard for holding swords.
In a banquet for the poor.
Like that one. For hold your sword.
The one in Velcro?
Yeah, yeah. Can I want 5 if it's here? I can pass it a big.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now,
Keep thinking of the lap,
is
yeah.
there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters.
That's a long
Clotaire,
line.
The Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
What is that? So small.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
It's not like
Made the damn thing yourself.
Looks so fun.
Useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Metaphor Fantasio. JRPG! Yeah. They call horrible monsters humans. It's like, oh, cool.
Please. Candidate Gladell, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
Oh, a squid. It's a Stinian.
My pants got me.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
No, the poor researcher.
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city.
He has a champion. What's he doing here?
Could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering.
Gordon.
So?
But the monk who got the fish is fighting in his name. So why did he have to go out here?
Such is the duty of those with power.
Why? What? Why did you bother getting a monk?
Anything less. His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is...
I thought the point of having a champion is that so you won't have to do the dirty work yourself. So why did he even bother with that guy anyway?
Well, additional support doesn't mind, right?
Borden's
No idea.
trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
What? No! Show me! I want to know!
Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show.
Well, we're the last. That's how, you know.
The Elden Boy would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Whenever I see stuff like it's like, please come up onto the stage and stuff, I actually get that physical sickness, like, even though it's not me, even if I'm just reading manga, as soon as I was like, okay, it's your turn to perform, I actually get I feel so bad.
I can't say anything. I know the feeling.
It's like, oh, so painful. Like, they just walk you over there. They're ready for this, but I was like, I'm not. Well, Heismei's part of it too?
Your pardon,
Oh,
madam. But
they know her?
Would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismei? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
Wow, how does he know?
Heismei, the huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Nice. That the fact that, you know, they're already giving him the crimes. Like,
yeah.
Things like,
please.
Yeah.
Wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my whole Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Yeah, and why would you confess that in the first place, actually? Like, would people believe you if you said they confessed your crimes?
Master Heismei is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Bard, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, That's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
His face is like, hello, drama.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctuarist would never.
What will His Eminence Folden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
How would... Why? Do they have power over that or something?
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
How would they know?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
They're going to kill her?
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Nice, I don't have to read out the... Wow, the stabbing? I thought it was like beheading. We all know the drama.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls.
Damn, Madeline, you're fighting for your life here.
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
The heaviest.
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
I guess it's great because they had Forden basically corroborate it because they asked, is this true? It's like, yes, it is. Because they're of the church, maybe they just know. So meaning that they can't possibly be lying because of that. Wow, 49. Oh shit, we need to be in 20. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession goes.
Will the people eat the fish and the squid? Yeah, but still, it's just the monster of the sea, but it's still a squid. You can eat that, can't you?
They've been eating enemies.
I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Yeah.
Likely his attempt at redirection keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose.
True.
Certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
He was the one who recommended it.
Yeah, he was like, what kind of monster should we get? And he saw the heist mate thing, it's like, don't worry, I got an idea. That one. It's like, if we find a culprit terrorizing this town, then technically, we can definitely say we're helping out people. Instead of, you know.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. That's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Short therapist. His voice is so deep, her face so cute. Oh! Oh my god!
Passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
Wow.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand man, see?
Basilio! Why didn't they name him Crispin?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
It looks like his right hand men are Parapus, and we still win the diversity crowd.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Bruh.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
We didn't expect that, but it was very cool.
That was not our intent.
Such devastation was not our intention.
Oh, same idea, yeah. A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Right, we only write it wrong. ... We only write it wrong, right? This game has multiple endings. You know what? No walkthrough. The only walkthrough I got was, what recipe should I give that lady?
Okay, let's find out where
A real person gets more eyes than the tiger. It's like, right. We only write it wrong.
Great. It worked for us.
Wow.
Well said.
I can't look at Louis the same way anymore because there's this person I follow on Twitter who played it, who has completed it before I started playing, and they're like, Luis, I love you, please be my wife. So now whenever I look at it, it's like, wife material. I can't stop thinking about it.
It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
What? Was this going in a bad direction for us? Was he gonna pick a fight with us? This model has so much detail.
So this has become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Oh, welcome.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Ducky.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
You're saying Louise has an eye on us, and she has an eye on us? She becomes a party member for us later, I'm pretty sure. And I think that other guy, but I don't know why. I see a pattern of them in the party, and I'm like, huh? Why? Huh? Also, I saw the rankings for popularity, character popularity in Japan, and Stroll is number 1. Yeah. Luis is number 2, and main character is number 3. And I did not see the rest of the character listings, but I saw the character listings for Global or maybe the West. I'm not sure, or I guess it's America. And number 1 is this character who I haven't even seen yet, and 2 is Stroll, and number 10 is main character. It's like, wow, you're so far behind compared to in the Japan area. I'm surprised. Number 1 is a whole other character we haven't even met yet. It's scary. How good is that character?
Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Oh my god, he got left behind.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
Wow, they're being mean.
Better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
No, I'm just ranting.
Luis is having a go for
Oh, we all know it's Troll.
Are you officially
Troll, Luis, and then main character.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't worry about it. I mean, go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then? Might be a trap. Honestly.
Might be a trap. Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula,
Alright.
we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
Right, they want to make themselves known to Luis and ingratiate themselves so that possibly they can get into his camp and look for a writing of the curse that befell the prince. Yeah.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
In his gauntlet runner, it's in his pocket, it's engraved on his body.
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
I thought they were gonna wait in the inn, but I guess they'll be waiting in the car. Oh!
Joanna, a backwater sanctuaress denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Oh!
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
They're very full of themselves, aren't they?
They're right.
I assume you have a plan.
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
You go so casually collect for your...
Is it that one or something else? Because the engineer guy said it's just ancient technology. You wouldn't even know. These ones, the pagans, the Mustari people, is it that? It might be different.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
Huh? I don't understand.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty.
Create a game of plunder and pillage for idols. So it's like digging up in Egypt. Stealing. Grave robbery. What's it called? Not architecture. The archaeology is just a fancy word for grave robbing. Everything you see in museums It's just grave robbed. Like the joke not the joke, but the thing they say about is it the British Museum? Is just things they've stolen from all over the world. So yeah, something like that.
The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Wow.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Don't you have a title?
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Why did you even bother coming out? Why is there two of them? Just in case?
At your service.
Probably like the other one would he wants to, fight feed people.
You do not bow your head.
So the main plan is Forden all along.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Thinking about the squid.
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
What do you mean by blessed like this? Bless your elders?
Purify.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Man, she's just a researcher. You think she can do this shit?
Understood.
Time marches on.
And the age of a new king draws near. It's gotta be a reason why those things are in 3D. Like, they didn't have to do that.
What?
Yeah.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man.
Like, when you see the loading screen, it's very smooth, but when it loads out, it gets kind of janky. Which I think is... Oh, fuck. Probably it's probably working on the GPU. And not actually... It's not a pre-rendered movie, so... Meaning, at some point later, it must change? Maybe? Anyway.
Night Prowler, today, come.
It's like, this is like you said about those zombie things, it's like just even more lore.
Prowler place is some sort of pub or club, but do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this night prowler.
Yes, me.
Near us? Yeah, that's what I've been asking this whole time. I know though.
Let's hurry.
Oi there!
It's raining.
I know, right? Is there...
Alright then.
No. I would have to find a guy. And the weather changes per city. And I can't go back to the capital. Oh my god.
No, why don't you just, use a walk to find the guy?
No. No.
Wonderful.
Bruh.
He look like.
It just says Mag Merchant's Bazaar. Surely it would be at the Merchant Bazaar.
What is it? Alright then.
Where am I? If I go to the right? That's meat. That's water.
Find what you're looking for, man. Literally M80.
No, it has something, but I'm just doing process of elimination.
What? Do you have to talk to him before you find out he is? Or can I just appear? Alright.
I'm not sure. No, that's the place I'm supposed to be.
We'll have a new hey, you. Proper awful.
The shopkeep, no.
Proper awful rack. Hey, you.
All right then.
We'll have a new
Well met, eh?
I mean, this is a major city, right?
What do you think?
Somewhere buy me a fish. So right, bro. I'll buy 4 fish. In case I have something to buy water, pristine, have briny salt, cooking ingredient. I'll even cook that much. What's oh! A ferry. Retorting merchant. I already told you, no more handouts. I've got a business to run here. But why not? It's not like giving one away for free is going to kill you. Keeping all those yummy looking things to yourself just isn't fair. You said the exact same thing last time, and I've already given you plenty. Now shoot, I won't be bullied into giving you a single thing more. Cheapskate, jerk, stupid face. And just like that, they were gone. I swear, there's just no understanding fairies. If people think all fairies are like that, I might be in trouble.
Greetings.
You're custom media, private soldiers, fishmongers.
Well then.
Whatever! What do you want? No, thank you. I want Mag. Oh my god, that one's an apothecary.
You're not serious. What is it you're looking for?
Square Industry, Night Power, Arena Front War. Please. Please. Bugs? What? We've seen your face from somewhere. You're the one who was in the giant sandworm stomach. Oh! You're the old man who was in the sandworm stomach. Oh, none other. How'd you get out? How'd you get out of that worm? Oh, I'd intended for that worm's belly to be my final resting place, but after running into you young grubs, I longed to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all. So you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. But that's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of Magla. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
A glowing bug? I feel like we've captured at least one. That's it! A genuine gold beetle! I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane dragon blood, holy shit. Restores the maglet that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find a use for it yet.
What's this?
Whoa, that's incredible. Are you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you? I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. Fair. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find more gold beetles, could you bring them to me? If you hear that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me, and I'll give you this Venom Ward charm next. Oh. I mean, sure, if we have any more gold beetles along the way, we'll come see you again. Secret treasure. More gold is... People like... Oh, so that's what this is for.
Hey there.
And... how many... Oh, just give it to them.
Yeah.
You don't quite have enough. If you collect more insects, perhaps 6 will do. I'll give you this.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, I think so. If we needed 12 in the first place.
Where did you get gold beetles anyway?
Just find them. I thought we were selling it, but turns out we were keeping it.
Alright then.
No! This place just... Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's moaning in pain. No, I didn't hear that! Huh? This dead guy? That's a corpse! They must have been killed at the Coliseum. How can they just dump the bodies outside like this? Oh, that guy, jeez. He's on our way. Bro, need some medicine? Really overdid it this time. Hey, you there. Got my ass kicking the Coliseum. Yeah.
God bless you. Thank you.
Once maybe the rest of your other ones, please take this reward. Briny threads, tailbait. Mm.
Amazing.
No. Oh, beetle. Go. Please. No. I hate it. I don't care.
Alright then.
Wait, is that?
Let's go.
Am I stupid? Am I blind?
Alright then.
Hey, mister. Hey, pardon?
Awful weather.
You! Yes! Yes! 7! Oh, I only have 9,000. Wait, seriously?
What now?
I only have 9,000 mag? Really? Where did it go?
Did you trade it all?
For what? I still have like 60,000 left.
Maybe when you upgraded the archive? Yeah, at least 63,000. To collect again.
That's true, but there's only so many enemies. Yeah, I can... 3,000 is fine. The exchange rate. The exchange rate.
Now what am I to do?
Oh, right, I can get mag from here.
Now what am I to do?
You just collect it from the wishes of your followers.
Your followers?
Technically your friends, and people who believe in you. It is not. Oh, somebody just knock him dead out there, elder boy. It's like, oh, so there is some... I am hungry. Night Prowler. Then you must be the one those brothers mentioned. Understood. Now if you'll board behind me, please. Wow. Huh? No, we're going to a place named Night Prowler.
Oh.
Oh, what is this? A bar? Oh, wow. Seafood themed. Just like Sastasha, but with a bar.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
Did you need to get carded to get in here?
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
That's your Oni-chan, of course it is! It's always like that.
Bro,
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
I don't.
Oh, damn it. Okay, fair. Damn.
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that.
Can you blame them a lot? All of everybody in our party has been living under a rock, so it's just unfair for them to know, like, celebrities and shit.
It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot.
Yeah.
Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Oh my, everybody's looking at us. We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
Pitch 2?
I'm gonna eat noodles now. Thinking long and hard.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
I mean, it's a hard truth.
Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too.
He's so cute.
Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm in love with Juna. Admire Master Luis's power. I don't like Forden or his church.
I think Forden. Yeah, my.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
What? Oh.
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Oh, we're in their good graces, for real?
Based on their responses, whatever route you took is fine.
Master Luis is waiting for you inside his
Just like these guys, their equality.
Maybe, but I don't know. Wouldn't they then say that, oh, so you're vying for the throne and are planning to beat Master Luis?
Yeah.
I don't know. Right. Good. Okay, I put a little bit of milk, but it tastes the same. No, it's just, I think a fiber got in my nose.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Of course, the fairy.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
So?
Why did I get set up as if I'm going to fight Luis?
Hello there.
Incredible.
Hey!
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the crowd dress all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway, what with the soiree and all. Soiree? What's that? Hey, Bass, how about you go without telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
You little bastard, you.
Luis's Skyrunner is ludicrous, and he parks it in the middle of Warship Harbor like his bloody name's on it. Listen, mate, you ain't wrong, but you gotta let this one go. You never know who might be listening. Once the exhibition is over, they'll clear out and it'll all blow over. What? Damn, so far.
Check this out.
Over there, the entrance to the runner. Oh my god, why are they out here? It's like, oh, this is a dungeon. This is a dungeon.
At last.
About to see the first foothold for our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be within our grasp.
If I may.
Godel comes through here an awful lot. You know him, don't you? One of Luis's faction candidates. Sometimes the goddess beat it out with, son. Oh. He's sweet on his dog. Godel, that, purple cougar guy. He thinks that dog's cute or something. There's something in this, the one who was left behind by Luis. This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interiors must be like.
Understood.
It is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial. For sure.
Got it.
Here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze. Carol? What is that?
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. Well, we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall. Why is it like a dungeon?
It will probably be a dungeon later.
Can we...
What you need?
We ain't shy about casting off those who aren't strong enough to keep up, so be sure you pull your weight, you hear? Let's...
Serious. Look at that.
You're not serious.
Hello there.
Apparently Lord Luis loved it. That kid's going places, I can tell you that.
Hey!
It's you, I saw the exhibition. You put on quite the show, hey? You really gave those Santics practice what's for, and you're one of us now, aren't you? Well, cheers to you, friends. Oh, cheers.
Got it.
Oh, Art Deco. The reception room is on the top floor. The lift will go to there. It happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic-controlled locking mechanism? It keeps a suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grandson when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around? Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. Maybe we're gonna play as Gallica. Oh. Wanna walk freely around the runner? Then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
These are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oh, you're already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Quit with the gossip and get on already. That's so true! Calling us out!
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quick looking around so much. And what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? Those kids are our new recruits? That's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be that you had to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these pissants? Against me? Please, I have a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Sam. Get your arse back to your post, that's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs.
Seriously.
Just gotta stand there or you gotta move. Come on.
Here.
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters. Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
Alright.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. I'll stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. Oh, thank God we don't have to play as her.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect.
Wow, rehydrated crab stick. Interesting. It's very small. It's crab stick for sure.
Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive.
I don't really understand. Limsa.
You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else.
Wife material, I see.
Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
Oh God. He's testing us. What should I ask? What's your plan against Forden? Did you kill the royal family? So are you and Juna... What? What's your plan against Forden? Did you kill the royal family? Honestly? Honestly?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Real.
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
I love it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
Nani?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall.
Creepy.
A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
That's creepy.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
Wow, just like in 15 specifically. If you wore the ring that wasn't yours. It's gross.
It's just that
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice. It's disgusting.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
What? The rest of you guys, just me?
Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Debut, pa.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party should be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
We're just hanging out? I wonder how Gallica's search is going. Please don't let us play as her.
This area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Girl, if they make me play as you, I'll cry. The events. Of course. Wow. The vents.
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big. And now I know where it is.
Good for you.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you're worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
He was, he said so. No, it's just a for show, do the thing, but it won't lop off your arm if you're not.
But like...
No.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor.
Kind of memorize that shit. Do I have to write it down?
You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge of each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
Wait! Starboard port is the left and right corridor! God damn it! Disgusting.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time?
Bruh.
We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance.
What are you talking about? What kind of dungeon is this?
The night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
The hunting guy go, he's never met you.
He's never met you, so they will attack him on sight, won't they?
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
But he said, I don't want to do it.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Why?
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
Bruh, what about his suit? Say we have a tummy ache?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
Bruh.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be more danger than I honestly.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
You don't want to sleep here? Really?
The boss is like...
Just sleep here, then. By the way, do you remember the man we met in Louise's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Santh, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning. Okay, time to save, and I will put... Did I even bother putting an egg in this? And that's it for now. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next live stream. Ha!